It is time. It is the 7th annual Coyote Howl here in Saratoga, Wyoming. We're at the Coyoty Sports Shop, taxidermy and artistry here. And up front, we're gonna find something special. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Coming through the shop here. And there's the man himself. What a setup you got here today.
Hey, look at this. Look at my office. You know? Look at this.
That is beautiful, bud. How was your day?
Oh, you know, so far my day is really good. Started out, locked myself out. Decided anyways, I put the key down, did something, turned around, walked right out. So anyway, that was kind of funny. But yeah, it's been a good day, and quite a few people have already been in, demoed a lot of sharpeners, you know, sold quite a few sharpeners already. And really nice people, and met a guy that worked with my uncle for the Forest Service 50 years ago. And I was there about the same time he was, so I kind of almost know him. So that was fun to run into somebody from back, you know, literally 50 years ago.
Small town, small world. Hey, what you got on your table going on here? What's going on here?
I have, okay, first of all, that's got to go back in my pocket. All right, so we have Old Knife, New Life. All right, and it's a, I'm pretty sure it's a Craftsman. I can't read the other two lines, but I can read Craftsman. And it has been ground on with a grinder, you know, and it's been worked on. It's really thick. Let's see. Okay.
We played with it a little bit, doled it down.
Yeah. So let's see now. I'm going to run it through the V and make it a little narrower, a little thinner. Okay, just like this. Not going to go too fast. Don't press too hard. It's actually still a really good knife. Just like that. Slide it right through the V. Just like that. Alright, so let me look for a second. Alright. So now we're just going to turn it like this. You can still see the grinder marks on there, so it's still a little rough. And what I might do a little later today is I'll hook up my belt sander and I'll clean that blade up, smooth it all out, make it a lot better with my belt sander. So just like this, run right along, carbide corners, there's one, touch it to the cutting edge of the blade like that, about a 10-degree bevel up. This one's really thicker, so that one's about like this, which is probably 20 degrees. And then slide it right along like this. Don't push on it too hard. Let it work. Don't make it work. Just like that. Right around the radius off the point. Same thing here. Like that. Like that. Like that. Now we polish the blade. Flip the blade every pass. See this. Well, if it'll take your fingernail off, okay, it is sharper than you might think. Let's do one more time. I'm going to go ahead and bear down on it just a little bit and cut some metal. I can play with it for a while, you get there, but I'm not going to take forever on one knife. Just like that. And turn it over. Like that. As thick as this one is, it may never slice paper quite right until I get after it with a belt sander and thin it down a little bit and change the profile on the blade quite a bit. So just do that. See, when you move the cutting edge up, the back bone of the knife just gets thicker and thicker and thicker. So at this point, if you don't thin it a little bit, it may never cut right again. Well, at least it cuts now. And I think I'm going to leave that one at that for now. And then we'll do a Old Knife, New Life with my belt sander. How you doing today?
Good, how are you?
You got a variety of products on the table here too. Green, orange, red, small, big.
Yeah, I tell you what, we got the smallest one here, or not smallest one, this would be your smallest one. All right, this is called the Sharpen Spark, and it's got a bottle opener, 2 styles of sharpening, and a fire starter in the handle. So it would look just like this when you unscrew the fire starter, bring it out. Woo, there you go. And then it's got a bottle opener in the handle. It's got a V-notch for sharpening like this. Don't press too hard, let it work, don't make it work. If I want to sharpen a long knife like this, I just come from the handle out towards the tip like that, around the radius, back this way, out that way. Do the same thing on this side. You can set it down, work on it like that. At any rate, the sharpness is just crazy. Make them cut like that, clear out there, you know. So then we have the littlest sharpener, and that's a round poker tip style. All right, then we have 2 styles of what we call the Sharpen Spark original. So you have an excuse me, you have an orange and a green. Green, where'd that? I'm thinking.
There it is, right there.
I'm thinking the green one there. You have the orange and the red. Okay, this one does not have the bottle opener. This one doesn't either, because actually I found some of the old. I find sharpeners all the time, you know, 5 or 10 in a bag or in a box, you know. So these 2 are actually identical except for the color orange and red, all right. And then it does have a fire starter in the handle. And then some of the newer long Sharp Sparks do have the bottle opener, you know. So then we have the green one there. So you have a whistle, and then you also have the fire starter tucked up here in the handle, like that. And then we also have a place to put matches, fish hooks, tinder, Vaseline, cotton balls, dryer lint, things like that. Maybe medication or stick of gum or something, you know. They don't wear out, break, or come apart. It's tungsten carbide, the hardest metal on earth. If you want to sharpen a knife like this, all you got to do is let it bounce down through the round, over the point, down through the round, over the point, like that. If you can make a bread knife that sharp, you're going to be a happy camper. Knives like this that actually cut, not sort of cut, they actually cut and make them sharp like that. And all I have to do to sharpen that knife is so simple. I come back at me here, this way, and then down away from me there, and then right on around the radius, and turn over and do the same thing to the other side, around that radius there, and then right on around the big radius. It's so simple my way to sharpen every type of knife I've ever found and actually make them cut like that. That's plenty sharp. So big, thick, heavy knives, you know, serrated edge, serrated like this, that's really easy. Set it down left, scoop it out right. Set it down, maybe this way's better. Set it down left, scoop it out right. Set it down left, scoop it out right. So just like this, don't press too hard, let it work, don't make it work. Set it down left, scoop it out right. Set it down left, scoop it out right. Push it towards the point of the blade. Just like that. Like that. That. Around the radius. Like that. Looks like this on your side. Okay. So if you want to sharpen fingernail clippers, I lose them all the time on this table. There they are. All right. All you got to do is hold them gently closed. Match like that. Flat, tip it on the corner, and drag it towards me. And turn it over and do the same thing on that side. And if I can actually sharpen, not sort of, but I can make them cut this easy, like that, they're very sharp. So you go home, you sharpen all your fingernail clippers and scissors, all your pruners, hedge trimmers, grass trimmers, side dike sticks, snips, sharpen your pocket knives, butcher knives, your kitchen knives, steak knives, make them cut like that.
Where do I get one of these?
You get one of those at sharpensbest.com, my friend. You go to Sharpens.
You talk a lot, is what you do. You talk a lot.
A lot.
Do you sharpen knives?
I do. Are you in town? I'm not. I live in Cheyenne.